Hey everyone, Raptors here. Today we're basically doing like a channel update kind of a video. I've got a few messages asking about what happened to a few kind of style of my videos. What happened to them, like my deck profiles. Mainly those haven't been up because I stopped playing the game for a while. The last uploaded video was actually probably about a week or so before I actually gave the game a break. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason for that. I'm starting to play again. I am getting back into the game. And there's also, I got another question, so that's pretty much that reason, but I also got a question asking, besides another Yu-Gi-Oh kind of a topic about what I think could be really meta right now. What rogue decks are really good right now? Because I guess their friends trying to get into the game or something. There's actually a lot of rogue decks right now that can just dominate. But yeah. I'll get more into that a little bit later because I will probably bring up a few of the ones I think are pretty good. There's also I got a few messages asking where have my AMVs gone. Why haven't I uploaded those in like forever? That's true. I haven't uploaded an AMV in like 3 years. Probably longer than that. Yeah. Back then I had a better computer. Ever since that computer technically messed up, it doesn't charge anymore, and it would cost way too much to get to fix the charger. Because it's not the charger itself. I bought a new charger thinking that's probably the problem, but it wasn't. It's actually the port, and I looked at it, and the charger port is connected to this one anyway. It's actually connected to the motherboard, which is not nice because I had to get pretty much a whole new motherboard to get that. Which, yeah, for the price of that for the price of a motherboard, I can buy a whole new computer. So yeah, I did buy a new computer because obviously reasons I needed it to keep me entertained for the most part. But yeah, that computer is a bit better than the one I have. That's the main reason I haven't done AMVs, because to do an AMV it would take probably about the same time to make it, but the whole rendering process and all that stuff would take way too long. And the fact, that's pretty much the reason for that. Yeah, I haven't done an AMV in forever because of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it about that one. Yeah, I believe that was all the questions I had. That I could remember. Well, I don't have that many, but yeah. So I didn't realize how good my AMVs were, I guess, because a lot of people will miss them. But I guess I'll probably try and get some going again and try and do all that again. But if they wouldn't be as consistent as they used to be, considering I had one every week or so. But it would probably be like once every month because my computer is very slow. I'd have to let it do the rendering when I'm at work or something, which I don't like having my computer on when I'm not here. So yeah. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The people that asked me about my deck profiles asked me what I was running now, what was going on. At the moment, I'm running a few things now because when I came back, I do have a lot of my, well, not really a lot. I did sell a lot of my stuff because I wasn't going to play anymore, so why did I keep it? But I still do have a decent amount of stuff. But I'm going to be telling you the rogue decks that are not really rogue. Well, one of them is not really rogue. You still see it, just not as often as it used to be when it came out. But yeah. So yeah, let's get to that. One of the rogue decks out there that could be really, really strong right now would be Black Wings. Black Wings are ridiculously good. They still are and probably always will be, as long as none of that shit gets hit again, which probably won't happen since everyone wants Necros. Necros is like a $500 deck right now, which is stupid. It's a good deck, don't get me wrong, it is good. It can stop pretty much any deck out there. But the thing with Necros, if they don't get any of their spells or ways to get their spells, they're kind of screwed, which doesn't happen from what I've seen that often. I did play a Necros player the first time I came back. I didn't win, but I did take him to round 3, and he barely beat me by 300 life points. So, and I was running Sylvans. So yeah, the only reason he beat me is because he gen locked me, but I was still managing to get over and shit. He's just like I could not, for the life of me, excavate a monster I needed. But yes, that's another deck, Sylvans. Sylvans used to be really, really powerful. They used to be really, really popular. They used to be really expensive. Now you could probably get the whole deck for about $50, $60 to $70, depending on versions of the cards you have. They've kind of vanished because Hermitry used to be, which is the boss, pretty much the boss monster that you need. He's your draw power. He's a free excavation and all that stuff. So back then he was about an $80 to $100 card. Way too much. I picked him up like pretty much the day I went back. I pretty much got him. So I ended up almost beating Necros with a deck I barely even knew how to use. Which is bad. Which is kind of sad if you could beat a deck with for like $60 deck with. It's kind of sad when you almost beat a $500 deck with the rogue deck that's only about $60, $70 for the most part, because the extra deck's the part that gets expensive. The main deck is really cheap. Well, not really. The only expensive card is their rank 7, and if you run Draco Sack, which I don't because I don't have one anymore. But yeah. Another deck. So you have Blackwings, Sylvans, Yugiohs. If you build them right, they can still be really powerful. My Yugioh deck build did really, really well. Actually, I need to find a way to make it more consistent, because it does really well most of the time, but there will be a few times when you draw really shitty and you can't do crap. But that's pretty much every deck. So you just have to find a way to make it more consistent. Which is kind of easy because the deck is really consistent to begin with. But yeah, Yugiohs are really good. I'll probably upload my video because I still have them, so I probably will upload a little profile of that. Sylvans, I probably will too because I'm running them. But yeah, another deck. Oh, the Yusinju deck. That deck's really good right now. It's about a $50 deck. It's about $50 for the core. If you get commons and everything else, it's about $80. You don't really need all that much. It's a pretty cheap deck. You don't need an extra deck with it, to tell you the truth. You don't need one. Unless you really can't hit over something, then you might want to go to 101 or something. But most of the time, you won't need it. You can just bounce it or something. But because the deck does ridiculously good at bouncing shit, and while at the same time not being able to hurt your monsters, the deck is really strong. And I've played it a little bit. I do own the deck. Yeah, it spams its monsters. It spams bouncing shit. It has really great searching. So yeah, Yusinju's is a deck that used to be really popular when they first came out. They came out a little bit before I stopped playing, but yeah, they're really strong. They spam. They have the spirit attribute, so they bounce back to your hand at the end of the turn, so your opponent can't really kill them. But the only problem with that is that they can OTK you. You're kind of screwed. But that's usually why you would main Mirror Forces, Deep Prisons, and all that stuff. But yeah, what else is there? I think Madoches is really strong right now still, and they're fairly cheap. Most of it is. Angeli is still kind of up there, but she's about $20 to $25 right now. But you technically only need one. I mean, I kept taking first place at just one, so you need to know the veil. But you kind of want at least 2 of them, but just to backup. But you only technically need one. But everything else is like $1, so that's a really good deck. That's really cheap. Why so much? So yeah, that's one. That's pretty much it, to tell you the truth. That I know of. I haven't played in a while, so I don't know what can really... Oh, Fire Kings. Fire Kings could be really good. Yeah, Fire Kings. Obvious reasons. They spam Dark Hole and keep going. So it's retarded. There's also... What else is there? Firefish are good too because, well, they've always been good, but now that Spirit is back to 3, everyone can spam it like it's meant to be. Since Spirit was, this is actually the first time Spirit and Rooster have both been at 3. Because Spirit was hit to 1 like about a month before Rooster was even released. So yeah, there's that. What else is there? I don't know. That's pretty much it. I know this video is kind of late, but that's all I could think of. I haven't been playing the game in a while. I've only played it a little bit after coming back and whatnot. So, oh, heroes. Master heroes can still be good. It will actually really hurt. Whatchamacallit? I don't remember. Necros. It will really hurt Necros. Like really bad right now. Because of their main monster, it will basically get rid of all their discarding. They can still discard, but it's all going to get banished pretty much against that deck. So a lot of it's really, yeah, and they can get that monster out in first turn almost every single time. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know of. I just said that, and I call myself a liar by bringing something else. But yeah. That's pretty much it. I do have a few of those decks. I have Sylvans, I have Yugiohs, I have my Modoche still. I haven't really changed it too much, but it's still the same pretty much. But I guess I can do a deck profile again. There's also, what did I say? Yugiohs, I have them too, so whatever. I have pretty much almost the entire deck core of Modoches twice. So if anyone wants to buy them or anything, let me know and I will sell them the deck core. Almost the deck core. It's most of it. The only thing it doesn't have is Jellies. But I only have 2, and they're in the deck, obviously. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Guess that's it. Guess I'll talk to you all later. I'll probably do a deck profile in a minute. And until then, see you all next time.